Dude, I don't know what happened. I think YouTube just dropped me. Like, it wouldn't even allow me to reconnect to stream. It happens. It freaking happens. Yeah, it just fell off. Yeah, I saw the text come through, TJ, but I was trying to get back up. Lisa, what's going on? How are you? Seth, I don't know, dude. YouTube just dropped it. It disconnected. I mean, I have plenty of service. We are back. Now we're gonna have to double tap the screen again and get all them likes back. That's alright, you guys love pushing buttons. A lot of people in the chat want to push my buttons all the time. I love it. I love it. I think I was saying I don't expect this place to be super lit until right at dark. I do remember you saying that, Caden. Can you tell me where to find a hat like that? Guys, this hat right here it's a Boston Scally. There's a guy on the TikTok shop. He makes all kinds of Scally caps. He's got the single panel and the 8 panel. I think this is an 8 panel. And then they have a cool little button. Bro, the Boston Scally, it's actually, I got this one because it's a little bit more insulated. It is definitely going to keep my head warm. Now my ears will freeze, but what's new, man? This fucking hat's badass. It is. So yeah, one of the things that I'm also trying to do in life, right, as I try to build a community here on YouTube for the second time. Long story there. We'll get into that someday. What I also like to do is support other content creators as much as possible. One, this hat, right, comes off the TikTok shop. I think that's where I saw it. And then my wife wanted to know what I wanted for my birthday. I was like, dude, I want one of those hats. So if you're producing products, you're advertising your own little business on the internet, I am so for trying to support those people. I think it's a fantastic way to live your life. And then from the content creation side, every day after I do my lives, I go in and I look through my current subscriber lists. Remington, thank you for the sub. Frog, thanks for the sub. I go through my current subscriber lists, and if you have your YouTube account set up where I can see that you've subscribed, because some are private, some they have it turned on, I will go to your channel if you have a channel. I'll check out what you're doing. I'll leave a little note that says, hey, thanks for the sub. Give your videos some action and show my support, especially if I like your content. So that's another thing I do. The reason I didn't go hunting this morning, I got 364 new subscribers last night, and about 100 of them just went out and I just started sending people or not emails, but little messages on their content. If you don't have any content, I can't obviously say anything, but yeah, TJ, we're gonna have something come out. I don't know what. I actually have some ideas for some new gear, like being a saddle hunter for as long as I have. There are probably some really unique things that I'd like to do with the stick. Make it super cheap. I have the most expensive single stick ever made. I have a solo stick. Quite frankly, I think it was a waste of $475. Now that's not because it's a bad product. It's because it's impractical for what I do. And it's noisy. But all of the Hunt Arsenal products made with that 7075 aluminum, they have a ting to it. Now I do have the RZR Elite platform. I bought that because I no longer have my EDP platform. This thing is fantastic. Mollywop, your stick costs more. Yeah, I want to see your stick. I never get on live chats and talk about my YouTube channel just because it seems a little rude. Now, Kate, look, again, this is why I go out and I check on other people's stuff. I think it's important to build that community, right? And then if there's subs in my list, like when I subscribe to the channels that subscribe to me when they're doing lives, I love to pop in and say hello. The one bad part, though, that I hate, Baby Klima, what's up? When I jump on those lives, it just seems like everybody in the comments just want to say hello and talk to me, and sometimes I feel bad. But that's how social media is, I guess. And the reality of what I'm going through right now, I don't think it's really hit home yet. I try to do some Google searches and figure out how many people with 2,000 subs get 100,000 views on their lives. And there's not a lot of great data out there. I've also done some data mining on my own. But the truth is, it's not many. So what's going on with this channel and what I've been able to do so far it's been amazing. But the reason it's amazing is because of you guys. The interaction on the live. And I've also had good luck with deer too. It's really easy for a deer hunt to go great and the chat interaction to be awesome when you're showing people deer every other 5 minutes. So that's helped out a lot too. But I've got nobody to thank for the success other than the folks in the chat, the folks who hit that like button, the people that comment. I mean, having guys like TJ Bugs around, guys like Seth, guys like Bullseye Ben, Caden, all of you guys, Sonny, all of you guys that jump on all the time as soon as I go live. That just feeds the algorithm. Without you guys, I couldn't have this success. Slate, there you are. Yeah, I'm working on it, Slate. I'm an old man. I don't have any background in that kind of realm, but I'm working through it. And I'm working on a big video project right now that is taking up a lot of my time. But I think when I finally down the buck of a lifetime with has gone into that over the last 2-3 years. It's gonna be a pretty phenomenal video. Yo, you went out and ordered one. Yeah, it's low stock. Look at that thing. It's freaking awesome. Dude. And it's got the mossy oak bottom layer, fluorescent orange liner. Yeah, TJ, that's what I'm saying. It's guys like you that just, you make it possible. One of my goals for this season is to have a long format video hit the 50,000 view mark. But again, when it comes to the video editing, I am not a smart man. Everything I learn and everything I do, it's done the hard way. I was never really smart about hunting until I just doubled down on my efforts over and over and over again. 10% harder every time. I have Premiere Pro. Yep. Yeah. And that's the other thing too, when I script things. Like I feel like I talk really good on a live. I can engage in the audience pretty well. But if I try to script things, man, it just comes out woody and bland. So I hear something. I can't see anything in this dense stuff over here. I did just have a squirrel underneath me, but it doesn't sound like a squirrel. It sounds like a deer's footsteps. Alright, outdoor fam. BB Klima, you're not hunting either, huh? Oh, I do have a squirrel underneath me again. I'm not sure if I heard him. Nice setup based on wind and just map scouting alone here tonight. Then I scouted my way in. Careful to keep my wind on what I thought was the lowest probability portion of this ground. Ryan, what's going on, dude? I am gonna shoot straight. Sonny, if TJ's taken off, have a good evening, TJ. The wicked combed mustache. I don't know if I'm that guy. But I might grow it out. I might grow the handlebar. Nah, David, we're not down like that, bro. Raja Raji, hey, how are ya? Ryan, when are we getting out for a hunt? Did you take the course? Cute beret. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. That's not a beret. I'm hunting a trail that goes out into a field, and there's a bunch of white oaks in here. A couple of red oaks that border the field edge, and I've got bedding everywhere. Most of this property is comprised of that stuff right there. I'ma keep it real, this is a Boston Scally. Boston Scally Company. There's quite a few people in the chat that already placed an order for this hat since I started the live, so they're already short stock. Get out there and order one. Yeah, they're not really. Josh, I would be more than happy to just stick an arrow in a doe tonight. Now one of my target bucks from last year, if he's still around, he was holed up in a spot very similar to this last year, about 600 yards from here. There's a good chance I think he's in here, because I have not seen him in his usual Boston Scally. It's a Scally hat. Yes, white-tailed deer. Yeah, they got a sizing chart there to make sure that you find one that's the right size. Yeah, they should be on their feet. I don't know. I wore a 7 3/8 Army hat. No, yeah, 7 3/8. I am hunting PA. Aim small and aim low. Yeah, I've had problems with deer ducking already this year. Yeah, a little bit. I did my time. Thanks. Kind of between Harrisburg and Lebanon. I'm in 4C. No, I think 3 or 4 days after building the mock scrape is prime time. You gotta give them a moment to find it. Give them 2-3 days to find it. Dorner, what about that 211? We we gotta get out on that state game lands 211. I've gotten some big bucks on trail camera in 211. Weiser State Forest, Greenland. Nicholas D. I grew up in Portage. I'll be coming to Johnstown on Saturday. I gotta go to Racetown. And, gotta get my boat out of the lake. Get it winterized and stored. Yeah, Darner, we gotta send me an email at longbowluminary@gmail.com. We can link up, do something. I could film you guys hunt. I'd much rather film than hunt and film. It's way easier. But I'm gonna live stream while we do it. No, I don't go in by Hamburg. More like, Tower City side. Lee Hale, yeah, I know we gotta get out. Seth, I'm looking alright. How you doing? Great Goose, hey, thank you. Stop by anytime, man, because we doing this live. Bro, I think I have a face for radio, but people will watch you. They dig the ASMR. Dude, I haven't been to Glendale in ages, man. I used to go to Glendale a lot as a kid to feed deer. Dude, I can try to put the rubber on now. That bow is just... It was loud when I got it. It's much quieter now. Buck Chaser, what's going on, dude? Nice to see you on the live. We're actually on the second live. YouTube dropped us on the first one. And I have not seen a deer yet. But I think this is one of those last light places. Bro, Darner, I appreciate it. When I got back into the space, I used to shoot the bow a lot live in the backyard on the Paint Train Outdoors channel that we had. We got up to about 11,000 subscribers. And at the height of the live stream, I did a live stream with 176,000 people on. I thought that was cool as shit. But I was like, I don't want to stay at home and shoot the bow to build a channel. So let's live stream and deer hunt. And I know some folks do it on some other apps. But I was like, how do we do this? How do we make it work? And so far, it's been an amazing journey. Yeah, I was just thinking I wanted to either do a doe bleat or maybe do a soft grunt or two. I don't know if I want to be where those bucks were fighting in 2 weeks. That little point that I was on, it seems like those deer funnel in and out of there in that tall grass like a travel corridor. Um, that that sit the other night was actually like I wasn't in a real serious hunting spot. It was more like an observation sit. But yeah, my thoughts exactly. I've got a couple of really good rut corridors, and that is one of them. Um, it does. There's, like, the way I was facing the field, there's a ridge to the top, and then there's like a low spot that kind of goes into a creek bottom. That creek bottom's where I shot it. I shot a nice 8 point. Um, what was that? 2 years ago, I guess. On the 9th of November, 7th or the 9th of November. There's a swamp about 400 yards, 500 yards from there where they love to bed. Tall grass, no trees for 200 yards. And they just funnel into that, like that first tree on that little finger that sticks out. And that's where the big boys are at. I'm in Pennsylvania today, guys. John, I have not seen any. I was saying earlier, we had a ton of deer action yesterday. And usually what I see is, from one day to the next, if there's a lot of movement one day, they're just not as active the following 2 or 3 days. But I still have a lot of hope that we could get it done in here. The squirrel girls are loving it. But I have not seen any deer yet. I scouted this place out on a map. Looked like I could see some oak trees. I came in with the wind, probably in the least likely direction to spook deer. And I come in here, I found some sign. I have a good trail that comes under this tree and then goes out into a field edge behind me. Just grass in the field, nothing crazy, but there's a big stand of mature white oaks in here that have acorns under them. There is some fresh sign, not a ton, but the leaves are falling pretty good, so a lot of that stuff gets covered up, you know. Day or two old deer poo gets covered up pretty quick. And I was hunting a property just like this last year that's adjacent to here. And about this time of the season, I was seeing a really nice buck. I'm the bow hunter. Colton, hey, good luck tonight if you're bow hunting. Jim Dandy's watching bow hunting. Guys, we have 250 people on here, but only 52 likes. Double tap that screen. The more you guys show the support, the more folks that'll enter the chat, the better the conversation will get. Our live last night was legit awesome. We had 4 different bucks under the tree, all less than 10 yards at one point. We got a shot at one. We had one doe come under the tree. We saw multiple does out in the field. We had 106,500 people on the live, guys. Setting records. Nelson, hey, thank you. Double tap that screen. Yeah, you probably did see one of the shorts there where I was in the tree with the wind blowing like crazy. Yesterday was rainy and miserable. But the deer action was fire. And for whatever reason tonight, I just feel like I'll be lucky to see one or two. Just smoked 8-point no browse, probably 19-inch spread with ball-mated G2s. Just now, Slate. Hell yeah. Slate, I think you're the 5th or 6th person to shoot one while on the live. Deer meat is good. I'm about to smoke this squirrel. I don't want to make any noise though right now. Bro, that's what I'm talking about. What'd you shoot it with? You're using a trad bow too, aren't you? Alright, cool. Josie, thank you. Nice to see you on. Are you in the tree? White macadamia nut. We are pretty much central PA. Just north of Lebanon. Better get out after. Dude, I'd be crushing pumpkin spice right now, too. Nah. Cliff bars, dude. The little Debbie's always get smashed up. These Cliff bars are like iron. It's like you got your work cut out for you tonight, bro. Hunting. Remington just smashed one, too. Man, I don't often get skunked, but I probably am due for one as fire as it's been. Then I'll see 15 deer on the way out. There's no deer eating me. I'm too big. I'm an old grizzly fat man. Yeah, Munchie's in the chat. With the bow. I've got the longbow today. It is a takedown. It is of the black hunter variety. This feels like that hunt in Maryland where I shot the first deer this year with the recurve. It's like everything was quiet, slow evening, and then 5 minutes before last light, the woods just erupted with deer. Compatible, yeah, got a compound bow. Yeah, I have a couple compounds, but I don't use them anymore. Well, not much, every once in a while. Tom, we're in Pennsylvania, hunting in 4C. Alright, good luck tonight, Frodo Joe. Yeah, I wanna get one of my, I have a striker, custom fastback. I'm working on getting that fixed, it's just taking forever. I've got a crack in the riser. Jason, I have not seen anything yet. BB, that's crazy. I never even heard of that. Slate, I want an Osage bow. It's time to dim the camera so when I am looking, I'm not blinded. There are way too many oaks in here and way too much bedding for a deer not to come out. Again, first sit, first time on the ground in this spot, ever. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll sit a spot and I'll see deer 100 yards away and then I can move into a much better place, but I have seen nothing so far tonight. But that's how that spot was in Maryland. I sat there and sat there and sat there. And then boom, 5 minutes before last light, deer everywhere. Excuse me. Tom Dickey, I've been able to shoot 3 deer on the live already this year. I missed a great shot opportunity yesterday. I missed the deer yesterday. I had trouble with clearance on a limb. Couldn't really get a good sight picture down the bow. I probably see more deer while I'm on this microphone than most people will see. And I know you think I'm moving a lot, but I can see a long way. So my whole goal is to pick off the deer before they see me so I can get set up. I've got a giant tree in front of me that all the camera gear and stuff is strapped to. expecting deer from that direction. I have the wind in my face. So when you see me turn to check that field in the back, I'm just looking. But virtually nothing can see me from the front. And all this stuff over here to my left, if they were in that shit that's 10 feet tall, they can't see me up here anyway. I'll admit, I get away with a lot of stuff. Seth, are you seeing any? Bye, Tom. It's crazy. See, this is the other thing that I want to do as a social media content creator. Everybody is misled by a lot of things in the hunting world. Like 85% of the shit I hear, not only does it make 0 sense with the experience I have, but it's just untrue. All of my movements are slow. Anytime that I do this, I'm moving so slow that a deer doesn't have the opportunity to pick that up. I had 4 bucks under the tree yesterday, less than 10 yards, and 1 doe, and saw multiple other deer at 100 yards away. I was moving more yesterday than I am today. Reba, I said hi, how are you? Sub to the channel for me. Alright everybody, congratulate Remington, he just smoked a giant buck. While you're at it, double tap the screen, make sure you subscribe because we're going to do a live again. We're definitely getting out tomorrow in the morning, it's going to be cold. Last night I was up super late. I didn't get out this morning. My gear was wet anyway, soaked, everything was soaked. So we got repacked, ready to go. We hit the woods today. Josie, I'm getting pumped for you. Are you going out with the hubby and the fam, or are you hunting by yourself? Alright, I gotta rub the buck pin for good luck, man. Come on, big bucks. Yeah, happy B-Day to Charlie Kirk, man. Lost a legend. Alright, well, good luck to both of you, Josie. Come on, Bucky Buckeye, just come on, doe. We're about out of light anyway. Which is when it always seems to happen for me. I got about 10 minutes, 11 minutes, something like that. I'm actually quite shocked. I do see one, but it's about 100 yards away. I set up on the wrong finger. could only see one deer there, and I would have never saw it if I didn't throw the binos up, and all I saw was the back side of it. Around a tree, kind of going into some brush. High likelihood, though, if it's a single deer, that it's a buck, right? Didn't look like a big deer. My guess is it's a button buck. It's already pushed off of its mom. Or maybe a small buck. But I'm in shock that that's the only deer I saw. Yeah. I didn't look at the book tonight, but I thought through the 14th, it was like 6:57 plus 4 minutes, and then tomorrow it bumps up again. But either way, it's getting to that point where it's too dark to shoot. Yeah, guys, we got one more like, and we'll have 100 likes on the second live. So get it done. Double tap the screen. Everybody that's on right now, double tap the screen. Give your email address again before I sign off. Guys, it is just like the name for my YouTube channel, Longbow Luminary at gmail.com. All one word, no spaces. Longbow Luminary at gmail.com. Yeah, at this point, anything past 30 or 40 yards, I can't see it without the binos. Well, the good news is I was on the right side of the wind. I just wasn't far enough over. I missed the spot by 100 yards. Alright guys, that's going to do it for tonight. I'm going to get backed up. I would love to turn my ring light on or my spotlight on, just sit here and chat with you guys for the next 20 minutes in the tree. But I got the boy at home. I'm going to go home, make some Dalgona cookies, maybe watch a movie and snuggle on the couch a little bit. Patty cakes, what's the idea for the Pop-Tarts real quick? Thanks, MM. I agree with you 100%. We're going to try to get out in the morning, guys, like 7 a.m. go time. Be careful. Good luck on the next one. Hey, thank you. Little street tacos in a bag. Oh, bro, I could put like whipped cream in there. Yeah. Oh. Hey, if anybody's gonna get anything for BB Klima for his birthday or for Christmas, make sure it tastes like pumpkin spice. Alright, guys. It's been a blast. Thanks for your support.